Hi, welcome. We're doing one of those tier list things that were all the rage about like 4 months ago. But one thing I never saw anybody do was put all of the Jurassic Park games, or at least these aren't all of them. But this is by all means a list that everybody needs to abide by now. So once I make this is where they stack forever, okay? If your opinion is different, doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. This is it. You will always refer to this list, and this list will be forever the right thing. I'm probably even pointing in the wrong direction. Is it there? I don't know. Anyway, I thought it would be kind of interesting because I saw one the other day and I've never really watched them. They were kind of a fad. Now you've got this Reddit text-to-speech, which is now the latest fad. Or when you're watching this in the future, that's probably gone now, and there's probably something else. But I thought this would be interesting. So I'm going to rate these for kind of my personal best, and also just in general if it's a good game or not. So without any further ado, how about we look at something old? How about we go for the Jurassic Park SNES game? I'm probably going to end up flipping a lot of them just because I'm going to end up putting one in one place and then thinking, wait, no, that's probably better. So it was probably one of my first Jurassic Park games. So I'm already thinking C tier because you have the open world aspect to it almost, even though there is a story. You can shoot dinosaurs. There's like a first person mode. I don't know, it's loads of fun. Even as a kid, not even caring about the story or what was going on, I just quite liked going around in Jurassic Park, turning on the power, trying to get a high score or something like that. So I'm definitely going to place it in S tier. No. I feel like for now, I'll put it in C tier. It might change. The next one is the Sega Mega Drive Jurassic Park game. That's the one where you can either be Alan Grant or the Raptor, and each one have their own. Now, already I'm thinking this is better than the SNES one. If I'm thinking my own personal, I would actually place it in the same. But I know, like, it was one of the first games that you could play as a dinosaur. It was a lot darker in tone, but I quite like that now looking back. So I'm thinking that's B tier. I know there's going to be people like, oh, it would be Clayton. He'd be like, no, that's going to be an S tier. What was that? Oh yeah, also there were, like, for the SNES there were other ones like for the NES, but it's basically just this game, and this one's a lot better, so we're just gonna ignore that. So picking out from the crowd, let's pick Jurassic Park Builder for the Game Boy Advance. I think it's actually not too bad. The fact that you have so many different species of dinosaur. The only thing that lets it down is that there's no tutorial, and you really don't know what to do to get people in hotels. That was one thing that I kept on going bankrupt about. I couldn't get people to stay in hotels. So already I'm thinking E tier. Great concept, loads of species, but the dinosaurs didn't look any different. They had there was like four or five different icons for things. You had the aquatic, you had flying, you had herbivores and carnivores. That, I think, pushes it up to B tier, the fact that you had so many different types. You could do advertising, which is something that JPOG you couldn't even do. But for a handheld game, I think D. I think even at a push C. I don't think it can go much lower than that. Okay, on to Dino Attack, the second in the trilogy of Game Boy Advance games that came out for Jurassic Park 3. It's crazy to think Jurassic Park 3 had more of a push with games than Jurassic World did, but that's beside the point. This one was the adventure. They did 3 types. They did like adventure, park building, and I can't even remember what the other one was called. We'll find out. So let's just make it big so you can see it. Is it adventure? Yeah, it does say adventure. Out of all of them, this one was my least favorite. I feel like people are probably attached to that one a lot more than I am. I'm going to put it in E tier. It's a cool concept, but I don't know. I never really got into it. Okay, another one that's basically the same is the Lost World for the Sega. I'm also going to put that in E tier just because you do the same thing over and over again. And it can be cryptic to try and find things. And it's just a lot of... nah, it's going to be E tier. Next, let's go for the sequel for the Sega Mega Drive, the Chaos Continues. Actually, wait, I'm getting this confused. Sequel. Rampage Edition. There's too many damn Jurassic Park games. Okay, the one I'm thinking... No, okay, right, let's put that back. This one. This is the SNES sequel. It's all right. I think I still prefer the other one. In fact, I think I'm personally going to put that down there. Just because... It had more of this sort of, oh, we're a grown-up game now. We're dark and edgy, a bit like the Sega was. And I quite like the SNES version anyway. And the one I was thinking of, Rampage Edition, where you could, I think this one, it went from a more cartoony style. It kind of kept the same sprites, but then they were all overlaid. They had like strokes around them and everything was a bit more cartoony. I'm going to keep it up there with B tier just because you could ride a Gallimimus. Nope, it's going down to C. Nope, I remember now. No, it was hard. I didn't like that one. And now we got, like, there should be another tier. There should be like a G tier, just awful games. I think this is going to be the first game, the Sega CD. Oh, God, I played that and it was horrendous. No, F tier, bad. Only redeeming feature was the female lady who liked me. Right, let's go for Chaos Island. Yes, one of my favorites. I think the only real-time strategy game that Jurassic Park ever came out with. I'm going to put this in C. I can't place it any higher. I want to place it higher just because of nostalgia. But, no, solid. Yeah, it's going to be higher because of nostalgia. Yeah, it's going to be higher. Don't care. Don't care what you say. It's going to be higher. So how about we go for something modern? Let's go for... Oh, God. I kind of wanted to make this Dinosaur games and not just Jurassic Park games. So I did include Primal Carnage. And Ark is also in there. So Primal Carnage. Okay. When I first started playing it, it was up here. It was definitely up here. Then the game was just completely unsupported. They didn't do anything with it. And now it's dropped to like D tier. Like, there's no point really. It's an alright game, but because this isn't a game that came out and then stayed the way it was, this was an online game, constantly changed, updates, fixes. They just left it, and it's such a shame. I'm going to put it in D tier just because I'm disappointed with it. D for disappointment. Next, the DNA Factor. This has to be a B tier. I friggin' love this game. I love the DNA Factor. I love the SNES version of Jurassic Park, but no, I'm going to put that there because I do like it, but it's not deserving of any higher. Danger Zone. I think that has to be E tier. It's a board game, but it's just not that great. It was one, again, you had the PC versions. And saying that, Dinosaur Battles, I never played. However, I did look at that. I am also going to put that down in E tier. And while we finish off the trilogy, Dino Defender, just for the intro alone, has to go into C. Right, okay, now we're starting to get a bit interesting. Jurassic Park, the game, the only decision-making, role-playing kind of game? Yeah. Oh, hold on. I forgot one. Oh my God, there's loads of games. Okay, there we go. I've put in even more dinosaur games that I completely forgot about. That is, of course, all the indie ones, and stuff like Peter Jackson's King Kong, which I guess you could kind of call a dinosaur game, because there is, like, dinosaurs for a fair bit of it. And of course the Turok series, or at least the Turoks that I've played anyway. So yes, Jurassic Park, Telltale game. I mean, nah, it's not too great. It's an entry into the series, and it's alright, but meh, apart from that. Alright, into the newest types of games. Jurassic World Alive. Pokemon Go, but with dinosaurs, basically. I think when it started, it was probably BC. Then the mods were kind of introduced, and I thought that was a really cool idea. And then they put them to books, so it's gonna be C, if that. I'm thinking, I play it every day. It has to at least be C. I can't say that a game that I play every day is below a C. I can't say that. Jurassic World, the game. Okay. Oh, where do I start with this? Where do I start with Jurassic World, the game, at the moment, as its present time? Okay, when it was first released, it was up here, because it was like, oh yeah, this is one of the newest games. Then they changed things, and they stopped you buying free packs, and then they stopped infinite packs, and then they stopped glitches, and then And then they added the boosters in Jurassic World Live, the other mods, and I thought, oh, this is really cool. Oh, it's definitely it's definitely a C now. It's definitely a C. And now the latest update, they've got rid of VIP is worthless now, so that's putting it down to about D. And now you can't get bucks. You can't trade. You get one trade in the trade harbor, and you can't trade coin for bucks. So now it's verging on D to E tier. Just because I'm gonna cancel my VIP membership now. I can't support. It's really cool that they're putting in easy sauna. They've done so much work to the game, but in its current state, it's a D to E. I can't. For the people that have worked so hard on it, I want to honestly give it higher. If it started the way it was, it might be higher. It's just the fact that it made it so much worse than it was. I can't give it any higher. Mesozoica, it's got to be down with F. Anybody who remembers Mesozoica, it showed so much promise. And it's great looking back in hindsight to say, oh, well, we should have known. I told you all along. And that'll be one thing that Dondi will always preach, that he said, look, it's a scam. It's a scam. But, I mean, he was right. But the thing is, I don't think it started with the intentions. And I apologize for everyone who backed at me. Like me included, I didn't even get the stuff that I was promised. Max reached out to me a couple of times saying, oh, send us your company. And I think even Best and Salt made a video on it asking you guys what should the company be. And then, boom, game stopped being updated and they vanished. And it's got to be down in F tier. On a lighter note, how about we go for Jurassic Park Builder? That has to be S tier. I have to put an S tier. I'm so sorry. Because... no, I can't live with that. The reason why Jurassic Park Builder is an A tier, and it beats everything on, you're saying it's better than Primal Card, because it started my channel. And without my channel, I wouldn't have been doing this. This video wouldn't exist. The 3-4 years that I've been on YouTube, being able to meet you guys, the amazing opportunities I've had, are because of Jurassic Park Builder. If I didn't make a couple of videos on Jurassic Park Builder, and they didn't take off, I wouldn't have kept going with Let's Play. I don't know what I would be doing. I'd be in animation. Because of Jurassic Park Builder, everything I've got, I owe it almost to Jurassic Park Builder. I mean, of course, I ended up doing more series and putting the effort in and everything, but that was the foothold. That was the wedge in the door, and then I cracked it open for that Jurassic Park Builder. That was it. So, kudos Jurassic Park Builder, that has to be up there. I think we all can acknowledge that. It's better than every game on this list, hands down. Peter Jackson's King Kong. Wow. Now, when it first came out, it was down here for me because I didn't really care for those types of games. I was too interested in Halo and Gears of War and stuff, and it basically had 5 achievements, and they were to just complete the game. And everyone who had it on their achievements on Xbox just did it for the achievements. So it was seen as like, you got that for... because Gamerscore meant something back then. But then I actually played it, and it was really good. I'm definitely going to put it in B. Okay, Jurassic World Evolution. Ooh, Jurassic World Evolution. Where are you going to go? I'm thinking it's definitely in the top. It's in the orange. It's in the orange, green. So yeah, this area, CBAS. It's got. I don't know why I went backwards with that. There's a lot of things that stopped it from being S. It should have been an S. It really, like, this had the potential to be an S tier. Aquatic creatures missing. Humans are not humans. They're just numbers on a spreadsheet. Dinosaurs don't have the interactions that I was wanting, as in like with JPOG, where they felt like they were more alive. And you know, when dinosaurs just fight each other, oh, it's dead. It's gonna kill that. Like, you know, when you put 2 dinosaurs in it, it's gonna kill that. Yeah, just a lot of things that just didn't happen. The DLCs as well push it down to A. In fact, it's almost bordering on B. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it between A and B, because it's there's gonna be people on Frontier like, it's below Jurassic Park Builder. I have my reasons why Jurassic Park Builder's there. Okay, now, something that's A tier. The Lost World Arcade Cabinet. That has to be an A tier. Almost S tier, I think. Just because I think everybody who played it loved it. It was a coin suckerer-upperer. It was a time sinker. Any arcade, I think everyone who grew up with The Lost World definitely has some great memories of it. Mine was in bowling alley, Excess Bowling, I think it was, near me. And it was always like after, when you'd played bowling, you'd had something to eat, when you were kind of waiting for everybody to go and get ready and all the parents to stop talking, you'd be on the arcade. You'd be playing the arcade, and then you'd be like, oh, do you want to play that? And even if you weren't playing it, you were just watching somebody play it. Because I don't think I ever saw anybody complete it. Turok Evolution. Wow. I played this so much. It has to be B tier. I'm just looking at the roster of B tier. It has to be them. Like, to be an S or A tier. You know what? I think it's gonna be a mix. It's gonna be AS. SA. I think it's got to be okay. I can't place that higher. Turok has to be B. Has to be B. Jurassic Park Warpath. C. I think it was a pretty decent game. Or however, friggin' broken Spinosaurus. Oh my god. No, definitely. It's a C. It's good, but it's not great. Stuff like this. This is actually Path of Titans. That's right. I'm not going to place this because Path of Titans is not out yet. And there's a lot of behind the scenes things that I'm not too great about knowing. The reason this exists is because an ex-employee of The Isle left and made their own and took the code with them. And The Isle got completely fudged over by it. And that's why there has been no update on The Isle in a long time. At least that's my understanding. I think there's probably more to it than that, but it's definitely, like, that's why it looks so good, because a lot of the, it's The Isle. But let's go for some more on a less serious note. Beasts of Bermuda has potential. I only played it once. It has been kind of released, sort of, if it's in beta or whatever. I'm going to put it in D tier just because I'm not going to return to it unless something crazy happens. It was just one of those, it had the good concept. If you want to make it better, make it better. I'll play it. Lost World PlayStation S tier. Sorry. Yep, there it is. It has to be. That's where you take one of the first proper games that you take control of the creatures and you feel like you are them. You had them with Jurassic Park, Sega, Mega Drive, but Lost World, nah, hands down, best game. I can almost complete it legit. What can I say? I play every Jurassic World month. I love it. Thinking about it puts a smile on my face already. It's done. Turok, the remake in 2000 and odd. Oh god, where do I put you? I have to put you in B tier. You're not too bad. Story, not great, but as far as dinosaurs killing animations, getting to shoot them, beautiful. Loved it. Trespasser. Oh, you notice I'm saving these three for last because I know those are what you're going to be waiting for. Trespasser. C tier. Just because it could have been so good. And you know what? Playing it, it's great because physics are hilarious. So I'm going to put it there. Let's go for Ark. Let's delete that. Let's get Path of Titans out of here. Ark, right. Ooh, yes, definitely down an F. No, you know what? As far as dinosaur game goes, I had a lot of fun with it. It's still updated today. But I don't really play it just because thinking about Ark, it kind of just, it conjures up hours and hours and hours sat in front of a computer trying to set something up. And it's just not filled with good memories for me. As far as the dinosaur game goes, I'm alright. As a griefer, multiplayer, mass online, whatever you want to call it, yes, it's probably up there with B or A. The Isle. Woo! The Isle. Basically, The Lost World meets online and multiplayer. It's multiplayer Lost World, basically. I think it has to be on S tier. I think so. I think it has to be S tier. There's a lot of things that still need to be done to it. But if you want a game where you take control of a dinosaur, that's the thing. Path of Titans, they put loads of money into advertising. They like Unilad started promoting it on Facebook. It was like, this game lets you take control of dinosaurs. I was like, psst, I made you do that ages ago. The last one, Path of Titans, if it's gonna be good, it's good. When it comes out, I'll play it. I'll form my own opinions about it. And that's the way I've always been. That's why Mesozoica was such a mess, because I thought, you know what, sod it what people are saying, I'll play it. But now I'm a little bit hesitant. So the final one, this one, the moment you've all been waiting for. Where does JPOG stand? Where does JPOG stand? Yeah, basically Jurassic Park Builder is its own league. it needs to be the only S tier, really. JPOG, I've spent countless hours on it, hours and weeks even, when I was a kid, just making my own parks. I made my first ever series, the Dead Land YouTube series on it, influenced by a YouTube creator called DV Rex. Is it better than Jurassic World Evolution? Is it better than all of these games? I mean, a lot, yes. Is it better than The Isle? Is it on par with The Isle? No. No. Is it on par with Lost World? Jurassic Park? No, not for fun. As far as you know what? No. I'm going to say, just because of nostalgia, I'm going to put it there. I think because of nostalgia, because of the amount of mods that are in the game, you can get aquatic creatures. They're broken, but you can get them. And you can do, I guess it is limited, but the decorations, there's mods for decorations, there's mods for unique rides. If Jurassic World Evolution if Frontier were able to do what they wanted to do with it, they'd be switched. Jurassic World Evolution would be S tier. But I think, as far as my personal picks, let's start from worst to bottom. Oh, and before we go any further, I completely forgot to put Dino Crisis on the list. And I'm going to put it in between A and B. Just because out of all of the games on this list, it's one of the only horror-themed games. And it executes the mystery, atmosphere, music. Everything is really well done. The only reason it's not an A is because I don't like horror games and I find them scary. I'm also not putting the other Dino Crisis, like Dino Crisis 2 or Dino Crisis 3 on this list as well, because I've never played those. Apparently, the third one's really bad and the second one's alright, so you can probably just put them a little bit lower than Dino Crisis if you really wanted to. Anyway, am I okay with thinking Mesozoica's bottom? Yes. Am I okay with thinking Sega CD? Oh god, yes. Lost World, I didn't really have too much fun with that. Danger Zone, not really. I've seen dinosaur battles and it gets repetitive. Then onto Jurassic World, the game. The way it stands, I'm sorry, but it's just got to be there. Jurassic Park Builder being a D. Yeah, it has potential. Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues. It has some amazing music. No. Jurassic Park Chaos Continues has to be there. I'm sorry, it has to be. We'll switch with Beast of Bermuda. The final review. Beast of Bermuda, I'm not going to play it. Primal Carnage, had loads of fun with it. About 3 years ago, I would have put it in C or B. But because of the way it stands, it has not been updated. I'm going to put it in D. Jurassic Park the game, yeah, I'm happy with that being there. C, which is kind of... it's alright. SNES, yes. Rampage, yes. Dino Defender. It's not a great game, but I have nostalgia with it. Jurassic World Alive, yeah, it would be higher if they didn't make mods or, boosters. The game's pay to win now. I'm dropping through the ranks. Warpath, it's a fun game, but it can be frustrating, so, yeah. Trespasser has potential. Very poor game, but it's fun in its own right. It's its own thing. It tried so much for its time. Ark, I think it depends on who you are. Chaos Continues. It goes to C just because of the music. It's fantastic. Jurassic Park for the Sega. Beautiful. I like the music. It's great. The atmosphere is great. The T-Rex that says Sega in the intro has to be. Chaos Island. I love that one. DNA Factor. Complete that within a day when I got it. And I just love collecting DNA. I love the sounds they make. King Kong. Yep. Turok Evolution. And the Turok remake, even though it's better graphics. I quite like the aliens of Evolution and the whole mystery behind that, and this is more of a rugged wolf pack. Jurassic World Evolution being A, B. Yep, I'm happy with that. It could have been an A, it could have been an S. Jurassic Park Builder, it shouldn't be up there, but I'm putting it up there. Operation Genesis, yes. SA, Lost World Cabinet, yes. S tier, Lost World, beautiful. Amazing music, controlled the dinosaurs, felt like it was a real breathing world. Loved it, absolutely loved it. Atmosphere, it was great. And yeah, I can't fault it. The Isle, it's up there at the moment. Who knows in future whether it'll be put down, but control a dinosaur, growth, nesting, if you want a role-play dinosaur game, it's there. Or if you just want to play as a dinosaur, maybe not role play. Something different. I wanted to do something different for you guys. And let me know in the comments if you think anything should be switched around, or even your tier list. I may have missed some games as oh god, the phone. I may have missed some games as well. So I mean, as you saw when I was halfway through this, I was like, wait, Turok, the Isle. Ah! There's probably more that I've missed. And I mean, even like the pinball machines, they deserve to be on here. The Jurassic Park pinball machines, they would be essays. I would say the pinball machines are awesome, but they're not video games. You know, they are games, but you know what I mean. Anyway, and the board games as well, that's another thing. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you love me and you want to see more of this, it would make me happy. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.